Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Zeno. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let's get right into this Ryoma gameplay. Okay, so as you guys have been pointing out in the comments, I've been saying that I need to be playing all these new junglers. Ryoma is one of my weak points, so I will be playing him. I'm really just not used to the whole invading thing, constant invading, but as soon as I saw the enemy team picking a Quillen, I knew, okay, Ryoma's early game super strong, and Quillen's early game is super weak, so I just figured, you know what, let's just bully the hell out of this Quillen and see where it takes us. And you guys will see that we do exactly that, and this Quillen cannot do anything just from the start of the match. Right there, we just got a first blood. I don't even know who got first blooded because I wasn't really paying attention, but someone did get first blooded around mid, so well played to the team. Max dies up at top lane, and the kills are just one tone right now. Not really much to explain. We're starting blue side again next to the dragon, like I always like to do. I'm not gonna head to bot lane because I can see that they're just pushing the tower. There's really not much for me to do there. Once I get there, nothing will be happening. You can see right now they're just standing in lane. So I decided to just go to mid instead, and we are going to clear that wave. Now I can see that we have complete control over the bottom half of the map. Just going to place myself in this little bush here, see if anyone's trying to contest this sentinel, and as soon as I see that nobody's coming and they don't plan to come, I'm just going to instantly turn my focus onto the sentinel. And since everyone's here and you can see the Joker putting in some insane damage, I'm not even going to punish it. Usually I would, but this time I didn't. So just in case if we wanted to do the drag, I can now have that. We are able to jump onto this Kali and kill her, so pretty nice stuff there. And now I can see that the Quillen right there passing by, he has no blue buff. So that instantly tells me that he started near his blue. We're instantly just going to go over here and come into that. You can see he shows up at this camp. We're going to stun him, use our basic attack, and just kill him right there as soon as he rolls away to use his ultimate. Obviously it was on cooldown, but we caught him off guard. Here you can see the Kali again coming up to me, going to stun her and use my passive, but she actually is using sprint. This is one of my friends, and this is not a troll. He actually does use sprint on Kali. It's not the worst, but I do think I think Flicker is way better on Kali just because you need those escapes, and as you can see, she just doesn't have them right now. So like we said, the whole point of coming here was just to go and take this blue. That is exactly what we're going to do right now. As soon as we take that, we're just going to back off, and you can see our entire jungle is up right now. Now we can give our Sephra the blue buff now that we just got theirs. Ryoma doesn't even really he doesn't have mana. There's really no need for him to have blue except for the cooldown reduction, which is pretty nice on him. But anyways, you can see here that it's left at 1 HP, and I'm pinging to attack it, but the Sephra just has no interest in it. She's like, no, you take it. So, alright, I guess we will end up taking that blue buff. We didn't really need it, but of course, at that point, it just gives us gold, which of course I'm not going to complain about getting. Again, we're just going to run down to the red side. Not really too good to do drag there. I guess that was the option. As soon as you finished your blue side, you could have maybe done drag, but since my red side was already up for so long, it really just wasn't worth it. I'm going to stand around here, and you can see I go around the other way because I want this Omen to engage onto my Joker, and as soon as I see him get pretty close to my Joker, I'm instantly going to show up and just turn on to him, and we do manage to pick up a kill. Now you can see the Quillen is around here. You can see his marks, and he actually runs away. I jump onto that. Also, and you can see where I stun, guys. I don't stun in the bush. I stun under the tower where the Kali is, and I knew the Elsu was going to be dashing or ulting that way. So we were able to stun them both and kill the Elsu. Very well played by us to realize that the Elsu was going to be dashing towards that. Now, their blue side is going to be respawning soon, but we need Sentinel because we are pretty low. You can see here that I'm just coming into the bushes, and Kali's low, but she's defending the tower well. You can see the Joker was on this side of the map. You can see the blue buffs up. Also, there's the Omen. I don't really want to engage on him yet. You can see I just stun, poke, and he actually takes so much damage from that. So I just decided to fully engage on him. My Joker flickers from behind and ends up taking the kill. I leave the blue this time, and the Sephra realizes that, hey, I can take this, so I just give it straight to her. You can see that the Kali's there, but she actually has sprint, so I can't even catch her with rolling around. So she survives. You can see that the Elsu is there just charging, and I knew that he used his ultimate to get away, So we're just going to engage onto him, start using our ulti, but we actually missed. We could have aimed that ultimate a lot better. You can see the Quillen on the ground. I can see the Elsu staying to get the snipe off onto me. So I'm going to stay around. I figured I was dead anyways, so I needed to trade with that Elsu, and that is exactly what we did. That was the best case scenario for that situation, where we just go in and trade with the Elsu, because we were not going to make it out of that situation since we saw the Quillen on the ground. The Elsu got super greedy there. He wanted to get that last hit onto me, and that ended up costing him his life. But even though we just died, you can see Arcadia is amazing at this point. Our early game presence was just so strong. The Quillen is basically out of this game just because of how hard we invaded him. You can see that I actually missed my stun and I missed my pinwheel. Might be a bit tilted off that death, but it's okay, since that, like I just said, we are in an amazing situation here. Could be doing dragon, but again, I don't want to leave my jungle up for too long. That is the main focus. So I rotate down here to help defend as well. We are able to deal some amazing damage to both of these guys. Notice I'm just pinwheeling constantly into this crest, and you can see that the Quillen is actually respawning or recalling out in the open like that for no reason. My Joker laughs because that was pretty ridiculous for him to be doing that. And the Elsu that I got oh so low was then eliminated by my Max, who just ulties onto the target. Again, this blue buff. This Quillen, guys, has not had a single blue besides his first one. That is just cutting off his gold by so much in this game. He is not going to be able to do anything in this game, because as you guys know, if a Quillen does not get fed, he's not going to be doing anything. When he starts one-shotting people, it's because he's 4, 5, 6k gold ahead of you. If he is under you in gold by a couple thousand, there's nothing that Quillen can do the entire game. He's just going to tickle you pretty much, and you're going to laugh while you're killing him, because he will just deal no damage if he is not fed. Again, you can see the Quillen here. He does have his red buff, so I'm not even going to chase him. Actually, I can see that the Crush has no ulti, which is what makes me turn onto this Crush. If the Crush did have his ulti bar at full, I wouldn't have turned on to him. I would just kept chasing the Quillen. But as you can see by my teammate and Joker, as soon as they started chasing him, the Quillen ulted, and there really was no point. So we're just going to go mid here, push this tower because it just has 1 HP. It will open up the jungle a lot for us. So we just hit the tower here with an enhanced basic attack, and there we go. Tower is gone. Going to lifesteal off of these camps again, guys. Any camps that you can get from the enemy's jungle on Ryoma is a huge difference. That's just all you want to be doing on Ryoma. Just invade, invade, invade. Take any camps you can, and it will make a huge difference, I promise, on this hero. Anyways, you can see we just go from straight from the mid towers we got in that push. Then we go and decide to take the top tower. But as you can see from my jungle, from our side of the map, all of it is respawning. So I don't want to be leaving that up. You know, I could have stayed out in the open there. I don't know what I'm even trying to say. If their jungle was up, you know, the Quillen's jungle, if it was all up, but as you could see, none of it was. So there really was no point to stay around. We weren't pushing any towers. There's really just no point for me to stay there. If their jungle was up, then maybe you could make a case for staying there, because of course you want to be denying them the gold. When you're this far ahead, you can always just have an ADC like my Joker just go back and take it. And as you can see the crest here, I pinwheel into him, which might be a mistake, but it's up pretty soon because it is late game, and the pinwheel gets shorter cooldown when you roll into somebody. You can see that we just jump onto that Elsu as well. We're taking a lot of damage from the Kali ult, but we actually end up surviving. Teamy ult's a bit too early, I guess, or late. I don't know. That was a pretty late ult. It was kind of scary for me to be at that low of HP, but we do end up surviving, and we killed 4 of them for 0. So it was a 4-0 team fight. Guys, when you're this far behind and you're the enemy team, you just don't want to be fighting generally, really, because any fight you take, you're going to get out-traded, unless the other team is really bad. That's why, you know, in competitive, if you see a team is behind 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold, they will not fight. They'll just completely stop looking for fights. They will just go full turtle mode, defensive, protecting their jungle, protecting their towers, doing whatever they can to just match the enemy's rotations and defending. And it actually works very, very well. So that's just something you guys want to keep in mind. You can't be fighting like this when you are this far behind. Anyways, it was a pretty quick game. I don't know if it was a good game, but it was definitely a good game for us, because we definitely showed off on that Ryoma what we can be doing on this hero, and it was definitely just a massacre for us, just destroying that Quillen. He really had nothing to do that entire game. So very well played by us. 34% damage dealt there. I think we tanked the most on our team too, and that's just because of our constant life stealing in the jungle. You know, Ryoma's ult now can heal off of any camp. Doesn't even have to be a hero. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all tomorrow in the next one, which will probably be Zil. I'm not sure. I have to record it still, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.